Hello guys, it's Dale. It's late morning, almost 11:30. Well, it's 11:36, and this is 15 miles out of Fallon, Nevada, and past the white sandstone up here is the entrance to our track. That is the tower and so on. If you can see, I can't see too much, and I don't want to drive off the road and get in trouble here. Anyway, this is about an hour and a half from my house and shop, retirement shop, and I will be talking to you today. Unfortunately, my Liza is sicker than a dog. Poor thing. Got a cough, got a sore throat, got a virus. So she's gonna have to stay home a couple days. Tomorrow I'm not sure. The weather might be moving in. Today's good. So we'll make some runs today and see how much energy I have. I lose it about the time we start running. The gates open at noon. I think the first runs are at 2 to 7. And then late today we may start getting some rain, and then tomorrow, there it is right there, see? Tomorrow, it's supposed to not rain till the end of the day, or midday, late day. I don't know if I'm coming tomorrow. I have a motel room, but depends on how my lease is doing and all that. So, okay, I'll see you when I get in and parked and start setting up. Alright, here's the actual entrance road off the gravel road from the highway. Here it is, been here like 40 years I think. It's a neat track. It's a mom and pop track, but still a Division 7 track. They used to have funny cars here and stuff like that ran in the 5s and so on, I think. They have Super Comp, they have a lot of fast cars. The bikes, there's not a lot of bikes here. There could be maybe 12, 15 bikes on the bracket series thing, and they range from a street bike to, like Division 7 prep bikes, like Gary Stouffer's ZX14. Tommy Brown's the track champion last year on a Hayabusa. You know, they're all stretched out and have all the bells and whistles. And this track's about 4,200 feet or so. It's 4 to 5 tenths slow from a near sea level track. I think Gary and Tommy run like 890s, about 150, 152 or something like that. They're the fastest two bikes normally. About a year and a half ago, I ran a 817 174 here on Ratsuki, which was real fast for here. But that's when I was just getting it running. So here we are in the parking zone. They haven't opened the gates yet, so I'll see you when we get in. Okay, hey guys. Well, our local track, Fallon, Nevada, and we got Mr. Gray ZH2 out for the first time after all the months of working on it, getting set up. Basically my street bike with extensions and a tune. So yeah, this is May 2nd, 2025. It's the track opener, and this is a test and tune day. It's already about 1 o'clock, 1:30 or so, 2 o'clock, I'm not sure what it is. They go to 7, but we got weather moving in maybe tonight or tomorrow. So I'm already wore out, but anyway. I'm gonna go up and make a pass soon and see how we do. I'm thinking maybe leave about 4,500 RPM, see what it does. See if the clutch is grabby, see how good the throttle response is. Brand new tire, it's going to take a couple passes to break in. The track's green. It's what it is. So let's just go have fun, and I'll see you up there, and then we'll make a run. Okay guys, my buddy's going to help me because with my shoulder hurt.
Right there, you're in the water.
Okay.
Go forward. That's good.
Okay. Okay guys, I think we're going to try, I don't know, probably around 5 grand, maybe a little less. We'll just see what it does. See how, if it spins. Got a brand new tire, green track. Okay, my buddy next to me, Jeff, this big bore Harley, did a little dry hop. Well, pretty good. Hope you can see the screen. We got the new setting. I'm already wore out, but let's see if we can make a run. First to second's going to be all by ear and feel. Not bad. Not bad. Pull the clutch in so you can hear me. Not bad for the first pass on an old guy with cancer. Not bad at all. So, I'm sure I let it creep up, but I was really surprised. I don't think I cut a very good light. I could care less about that. Let's learn how to ride the bike first. But yeah, I'm very impressed with the traction I got, and was able to lay into it. I don't know, it wasn't what's attack first and second. That was just by by ear and feel. I'm sure I revved it to at least 11,000. I don't know. You saw it in the video before me. So yeah, it was singing down there. I was tucked in trying to hit my shift points. Don't know if I did. Got close to 13,000, but you know, 13.2, it's going to smack the limiter. So that's pretty nice. Pretty damn good for the first pass. I'm happy with that. You know, it could be a lot worse. It could be wheeling, spinning, bucking. Made sure I yanked on it real hard first to second, because on the street I kind of blipped it and had a double shift. Let's see what it comes up with here. 779.
Yeah, right there.
Alright, well that was a pretty nice first pass. 60 foot time sucked. 974, 147, almost 148. That's about what I thought it was going to run here. Yeah, it's not going to run. It's not going to run 920s or anything here at this track. I think it's going to run at this track probably around 950s, 940s. With a better 60. So, yeah, that's that. So I'm going to shut the camera off now.
Alright guys, that was run 1. Could have been a lot worse. Didn't really know where the clutch was going to gauge, didn't know what RPM. I let it creep a little bit. That was probably around 6,000 RPM maybe, and it bogged. And then you can't see the instrument panel till I tuck down more. Sorry about that, but I got to have my camera adjusted like that. So, but I short shifted probably 9,500 to 10 grand on the 1 to 2 shift. So basically I got to leave harder. I'm going to come up with the R's, probably at least 7 grand. We'll see if it wheelies or not. It's definitely getting good traction. I was happy about that part, and I'll try to let it eat the first gear and basically ride it hard. Just see what happens. Already far out. Second run's coming up as soon as I can get out there. Okay, talk to you. Okay guys, run 2. It's kind of hard to make this thing stay at the even RPM.
Yeah, about 5 feet.
Okay. I'm in a hole. Alright, I can't really watch the tack on the line. I'm going to try to leave about 7 grand and just get on it a little harder with more clutch and let it go ahead and let it rev out more first to second. Can't look at the tack till I'm tucked in second, so it's uh-oh. Oh shit. Oh, it should turn on and then turn red.
There you go.
Okay. Alright guys, run 2. We had a little oil down, we had to wait. Gonna leave it a high RPM. Gonna try to leave harder. Try not to short shift it into second as much. Okay. My buddy Jeff may have a problem. Okay, here we go. All right. Okay, much better leave. Now, I got to concentrate on looking at the tack quicker. Obviously, I got into the rev limiter, but I don't care. I made a pretty decent leave. Much, much better than the first run. I was leaving, I can tell. How I can tell, I turned the motor off for a second. How I can tell is I can hear the supercharger just about boosting. I'm good. I'm good. before I think he hurt his motor. Anyway, I can hear the supercharger, and it's starting to build boost at 8 grand. That was about 7 grand, and I probably let it creep a little bit, but that was really a pretty nice spot to leave from. So, can't say it's a 950, but it's got to be better than the last one. Let's go find out. Hopefully you can hear me. Yeah, I think what I'd like to do is I think I'd like to send the ECU back to Chris and have him raise the rev limit to about 13.6 so I don't tap it at 13.2, because it's so fast up there how the thing accelerates right up there with the tack, and it makes more horsepower that lasts 500 RPM. So I wouldn't necessarily have to rev it to 13.6, which I don't want to do, but I could rev it to 13.2. I could hit my shift point without over revving it. But for now, I got to learn to ride it. Okay. Got to be better than the first one. 779. Woohoo! 940. 940. I thought it was going to go 950 best. Okay guys, that was run 2. That was a lot better. Problem is it starts to spool the supercharger at 8 grand. You might hear it in the video, kind of gurgling. But you know what? I'm going to try leaving right there and see if it's going to wheelie or not, because that was a lot better 60 foot. I went from 173 to 154. And then I got out there, of course, and I missed my shift points. I tapped the rev limiter, I think twice, maybe 3 times. I'm not sure, 2 or 3 shifts. But anyway, huge improvement. 974 to 940 flat. Lost 1 mile an hour because I tapped the rev limiter 2 or 3 times. And that probably would have went I think it would have went 150 that pass. So I'm going to try to leave a little harder, and we'll find that breaking point to where it's going to wheel stand. It's going to, or it's going to haul ass. But I got to really, really watch the tack, because it's so touchy up there where it's making full power to hit the gravel there. So anyway, we'll give it our best shot here on the third run. Already the clouds are coming in, so I got to get up there and make it pass before we get sprinkles. Let's go. Okay guys, run number 3, we're going to leave right where it's build and boost. You hear the gurgle? Try not to hit the revel in between the shifts. Okay. Don't care about a light, don't care about anything. I care about a hard leave without wheel standing. We'll see, we'll find that spot, and maybe this time make sure I'm straight. You can't see the tack, but when it's gurgling, it's $8 grand. Bogged it. Might have made it up on the shifts, but I bogged it. It bogged. So that shows I can leave. That shows I can leave before up there while it's spooling. So what I did though, I was a little apprehensive. So I'm going to go right up and round around this thing, make one more pass. And I got to, right when I start to lay into it, I got to go and twist the grip. Yep. 962, so that bog killed it. Okay guys, I'm going to run a full tree just because the guy next to me wants to. I'm at red light. Anyway, this is run 4. I'm going to leave it a slightly higher RPM again. Try not to bog it. See what happens. Okay. Okay, we're going to leave on boost. Probably between 8 and 9 grand. And see if it doesn't wheelie, and I can keep it from falling out of the power curve. It may need another tooth on the back, maybe 2. Can't tell you what that did. It wasn't a clean pass, but it did almost lift the wheel. I don't know. It might not have beat the 940 because I touched the limiter in 1 gear, I think. So, yeah, it's pretty touchy. Hey, what do you expect for an old 69-year-old guy wore out with cancer, right? Only 4th pass. We're learning. We're learning. I left it, geez, probably 9 grand. .940 today may be the best run. Who knows? I don't think so because I touched the limiter.
Into the mouth. 16.
Can't see. 959, 136.85. Yeah, that 940 was a damn good pass with a slower 60. That's run 4. That's all for the day. We got weather coming in. I'll probably spend the night since I got a room. It's kind of a waste of time though. Well, instead of taking gear off, looks like it really needs to add some gear. So I'm probably going to order it's got a 46 on it now. So I'll order a 47 and a 48, even though they're kind of pricey because I'm going to have to try both. One tooth may do it, and I won't have to shorten the chain. Two teeth definitely have to put another link in it, another master. I left it, probably 8,500, and it still pulled the motor down and logged a little bit. You saw that. Run number 2 or 3 that ran the 940 even. Too bad I flooded the shifts up, because that would have been a woulda, coulda, shoulda, maybe broken in the 930s, probably 150 mile an hour out here. But right now it's right on the borderline, and it needs more gear. I think I'll come tomorrow, maybe make 2 runs. I already paid for it. I haven't decided yet. So anyway, we're gonna end this video. This is part 1 of the Top Gun opening with Mr. Kawi ZH2. Hope you enjoy something. I learned a lot. And anyway, we'll see you on the next video. Thanks for watching.
Well, hi guys. Obviously, I'm not at the racetrack. This is the next day on Saturday. I decided to come home. Liza was really feeling bad, and I pretty much learned what I had to do and what I could do and not do with the bike, and there was no reason to go out there and pound on it anymore, just to make some runs. So I thought about it last night and this morning, and I'm either going to drop one full tooth off the front, which I don't know if I want to. I'll show you why. Or I'm going to add 3 on the back. So right now this thing is real tall geared. It's around a 252. I didn't bring my notes with me. I figured the math out in the house. Sorry. Pretty sure. Whoa, 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 little brother. Let Dr. Purple, your big brother, help you out here. You're getting off track there, Walker. I'm a little tired. I just got back from Alaska doing stem cell research on koala bears. Little bugger shredded my sleeve, see that? Anyway, I'm a lot better at math than my older brother there. I'm the big brother. He's the little brother. So, let's see here. Stock gearing, let's correct his El Mundo Misteco. 46 rear, 18 front is a 2.55 ratio. Okay, I know that from my work in the labs. And 255 is about the tallest palm tree in the Philippines. It's a tall motherfucker. Okay, then if we went to a 46 stock rear to a 17 front, that's a 270. That's getting in the ballpark, boys. That's getting in the ballpark. That's like 3 on the rear. But they saw the swing arm in half, so we'll have to think about that one. That one would be good. All right, and then if we go to a 49 rear and an 18 stock front, that's a 2.72, almost identical. I think that's the way to go. I did talk about it with the State Board of Equalization and all my other purple friends out there. Sure. Notepad, purple, jacket, hair. So I think that the 4918 is the way to go. That's 272. I love you. Okay, back to my little brother now. Let him do his speech. I'll step in when need be. You guys have a great day. Basically, to make this thing consistent, what happens is you get on the line and you start getting the RPM up where it needs to be. And I don't care what anybody can say, any tuner or whatever. There's no load on it. You got the clutch pulled in just right there, right? And so it starts building boost. It's probably making, you know, I don't know what it's making, but it starts building boost. And then the motor will kind of run away on you. So, you know, you can't ride consistent like that. It's still a 997cc engine. You got to get it up on boost, and then, you know, it makes some good power and goes down the track and, you know, runs pretty damn good for a street bike with some swing arm extensions, as you saw. Pretty impressive. That's our track probably yesterday was corrected to over 5,000 feet. So anyway, yeah, so I'm gonna have to determine. I got some links left, like 3 links. I have to order a couple more master links for it. They're peened over, so I have no problem with doing that. Either way, it's be fine. But that, and then also the tack, I'll show you in a minute. I don't care what color you put the tack in, your 2 choices, the dash. The sweep on the tack is kind of curved. It's only about a 1/2 inch tall, and then the numbers are only about a 1/2 inch apart. It's like 12 to 13. There's no in between. And, you know, I can't be looking at that and going down the track. I mean, you know, I can't. I can't hit my shift points right. There's no way. So 2 things I need to do is I need to make it lower geared, not higher like I thought I might have to do. So I can ride it out at a lower RPM, and I should be able to figure that out and make consistent launches, you know, in the low 1.5s, maybe 1.40s or something, right? And that's plenty good, but I should be able to repeat those without a bog. Hopefully, that's my plan. And then put a shift light on it. I'll have to take the whole bike apart to get to everything to do it, even though it's a simple thing. And I'll show you where I'm going to try to mount it here in a minute. But that way, I can put a shift light on it. I was thinking about raising the rev limit up with the ECU, send it back to Chris, and have him raise it up to like 13.4, 13.6 or whatever. I'm not going to rev it that tight, but that way I have a little leeway. But I don't want to do that first yet. Basically, what I got to do is get the shift light set to where, you know, my reaction time and everything. I don't care. Everybody's human. You shift it at 12.5 or set it at 12.5. You're going to be 200 to 300 RPM, a couple hundred RPM late by the time you shift. And, you know, I'm not as fast as I used to be either, for sure. I can still ride, but my reactions aren't as good. So that'll let me bring the chip down to where I want, and I'll have to experiment with that, and you know, still make the shift be about 12.8, 12.7 or something like that, and not tap the rev limiter, and forget looking at the tack. It's impossible. I got to see where I'm going. So let me grab the camera, and I'll show you a couple of my ideas. I got the bike right behind me here, Mr. Gray, and I'm pretty proud of Mr. Gray. Did damn good. The clutch worked pretty good. Very smooth engagement. The throttle response was fine. It's just off the hip there, you know, because it's building boost. So anyway, let me grab the camera, and I'll show you the dash and go over it a little bit. Okay. Okay, so you look at that dash and see it's just 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, right? So when this thing gets on the pipe, I mean, this is only 3/8 of an inch wide right here in reality. I'm looking at it at the most. And you can't judge that. I got to watch where I'm going at the same time. So, you know, anyway, there's that, and then it goes right to 12, and then right to 13. I want to shift right in here, you know? And it's just impossible, really, it is. So, yeah, that's why a shift light. I figure possibly I could make a nice little bracket. I don't know if you can see in here, right here. I think you can. It's the mounts here for the windscreen. I can make a nice little curvature bracket, and maybe I can get a shift light and mount it right here or something. Right, so it's just right here. You know, shift lights are bright. You know what shift lights are like. And I don't know, in the future I'm going to buy this exact screen, but in clear also. yeah, the helmet can work fine. It's kind of neat, but I don't know. It's a pain in the ass. I got to turn it on before I put my helmet on and everything. So, okay, so let me turn that off. That's why I want to put a shift light on it. Now, down here, I get it down on my knees. Let me put the bike up. All right, so I got the bike up in the air. So this is a 46 and an 18 in front. That's stock. Okay, this is where I'm at here, and it's beautiful. You know, I've got about a 65.5-inch wheelbase right here. All the way back is almost exactly 66 when this bottom's back there. So I'm limited what I can do depending on what links I do, and however it turns out, it's going to have to turn out. So it's got an 18 in the front now, and even when I sit on it, the chain buffer here is barely touching. See underneath there, plastic, right? Now it's real thick though. It's real tall, but a 17 may eat that thing alive. You know, it might. So I'm a little hesitant about doing that. And to put the sprocket on, it's not the end of the world, but you got to pull the water pump, you got to drain the water, you got to take the slave cylinder off. And I have to take the cover off and take a look at that again to see what I think about that. So that's my option. It's almost exactly the same gear ratio with the 17 with this sprocket, or with an 18 stock, leaving it alone, with a 49. So I think for clearance wise, the better option is go to the bigger rear and not touch that up there. I haven't made a final decision yet, but I'm going to, because the gear ratio is almost identical. So that's what I'm going to do first on the bike itself. That's going to be the next go around, next test session, whenever I can get that done and get the parts here in my hand. I'll probably order a new Schnitz. Whole bike has to come off to get the tank off, so I have to get up there to the spark plug connectors. Can't do it from the side. Just can't get in there good enough. I don't want to butcher anything, so I'll have to probably pull it apart to get in there. We'll see. Anyway, let me show you the time slips real quick, and then we'll go to just end the video here. So here's run number 1. Yeah, run number 1. Forget that. Don't even look at the reaction time. I actually wasn't even trying on these. I was just concentrating on what the bike's going to do. See a real doggy 173 60-footer. Still run 118.74 in the 8th. That's hooking it pretty damn good. And that was 974, 147.86. That was a good mile an hour. I short shifted it a couple times, and don't know. Hard on the clutch, overall good run, decent, blah blah blah. Yeah, I don't think I was just lazy on it because I didn't know what I was going to do. So this is run number 2, the what I call the good run. I was actually pretty impressed with this. It can go quicker, no doubt about it. But I thought at this track, the most I'd get out of this thing would be a mid 950s, even all dialed in and Dale dialed in. So for the second pass, and I think on this run, pretty sure, I think I touched the limiter twice. So that was much better. I ran a 154.60. I kind of lucked out. It was kind of like 60% rider skill, 40% luck. So when I took off, I just happened to crack the throttle a little bit quicker when the clutch was still coming out, and it built boost and it got through there. And yeah, it ran pretty good. Ran 119.35 in the 8th. That's going pretty fast up here. And look at that. Boom, 940. 146. You know, it killed it because I hit the limiter twice. Okay? 2 shifts. Oh, this would have been probably a mid-low 30, and I'm sure I would have, if it did this over here on the shitty run, right? I bet you this run it would have broke 150. It's in there. So we got to work off of this one. Then run 3, I tried harder, and the boost was climbing all over. I left it a higher RPM, and you saw what happened in the video. I lost the 60-foot times. You know, I was just wore out, man. Just yesterday, I had no energy. It's just terrible after the chemo. But anyway, I lost the 60-foot times, and it reflected on it. I ran a 962. And then there was wind. The weather started coming in, so we had a headwind too. That's run 3. Then run 4, I even left a little higher. Tried, and I bogged it again. Had to come down with the full tree. I red lighted. I left on the bottom yellow, but a little too good. And a little worse on the 60-footer. Ran 118. And it ran a 959, 146.85. So, yeah, it was windy then. It was actually just starting to sprinkle. They shut the track down after that. So, there's the passes. There's the day. So, anyway, I hope you're enjoying this whole project build of my Mr. Gray ZH2. It's fun, even though I'm tired out. And today I had to come, I came out this morning, unloaded everything, and it started pouring rain, and I had to wipe the truck off, and I unloaded the trailer and put the bike up here, and then I went in till all day looking at the videos and getting them all numbered, and here it is right now. We're out. So anyway, I will see you next time. I appreciate it. I love you guys. All the prayers and support. I'll give you another cancer update. I go to a whole new doctor on May 15th, and the next test day is May 16th. 17th, 18th, but 16th. I don't know if I'll have the parts yet or not, but okay, you hang in there. Hope you're all doing well. And please give me a thumbs up, make a comment below, and hit that bell and all that good stuff. All right, see you later. Take care. Love you guys. Bye-bye.